My friend Keith once pointed out to me that I've got a pot addiction. Well, these kinds of pots. And there's so many good reasons to grow plants in containers. So my fellow pot addicts, Heather and Jennifer, are here to give you great tips on growing plants in containers.
The great thing about pots is you can grow almost anything that you desire in a pot. The trick is to have the right pot for the plant in the right location. And here on Rob's south-facing patio, tropicals provide the backdrop to the sunset-inspired display.
Note 2 important things. The first is foliage. Bronze, silver, and chartreuse leaves ensure continued interest all season. Variegated leaves liven up the combination even before the main flower show gets in gear. Second, notice all the blue pots. They're hard to miss. They tie everything together just like the lead in a stained glass window.
The great thing about glazed pots of any color is that they hold moisture really well. Because their walls aren't porous, their only evaporation is from above. In this sunny Mediterranean border, this used to be the gravel driveway. And all of the pots in this area are terracotta or terracotta lookalikes.
Terracotta pots have advantages and disadvantages. First, there's a transfer of air and water through the pot walls. Now, if you're chronic overwaterer, choose clay because that way your plants have a fighting chance not to drown. But if you're like most people, it's really hard to keep clay pots watered properly. And the small ones are really only suitable for cacti and succulents.
Watering is less of an issue in a shady area, and pots are the best way to create a special place. I love this shade patio. The contrast of beautiful foliage and the lovely blossoms. It's a great place to read or hang out with friends.
Even plastic pots can be painted so they're not so unattractive. Surprisingly, this blue pot used to be silver, and Rob put a faux finish on these terracotta. They look a little more old-worldly.
Rob will have a fit if you put packing peanuts in the bottom of your pots.
Heck yeah, I will.
Unless you put a layer of burlap down. Otherwise, the soil sinks down in between the peanuts, and over the summer, everything in the pot will sink.
I am still so far behind. I've completed probably 500 pots or so. I mean it, seriously. And I have 30 or 40 more to go, so I'm so glad I've got 2 extra pair of hands to help me out today. They're my enablers of my pot addiction.